Hello, my name is Kate Porter, and I'm a counselor here at Cuesta. I also coordinate our University Transfer Career Center. I'm talking today with Savannah, one of our social media ambassadors at Cuesta. She's in her final term with plans to transfer to a four-year college in the fall. I have some questions for Savannah about her experience through the transfer planning process. Thank you for joining me today, Savannah.
Thank you so much for having me.
How did you decide which four-year colleges and universities you wanted to apply to?
For me, doing research about lots of different schools is key. I started off by researching a bunch of different majors, different benefits, and different locations of a bunch of different colleges to see which ones I felt suited me most. Cuesta also helped me kind of point me in the right direction with what I was interested in.
What advice would you give to students who have not yet been able to tour university campuses or are undecided about which schools they might want to transfer to?
My best advice is to apply to a bunch of different colleges even if you haven't been to them. For me, I applied to 3 different colleges, and before I got accepted to 2 of them, I went and visited them since they were only in LA. And I decided that I didn't really like the colleges, so I made plans to travel to Georgia to visit the college that I had already been accepted to, and I ended up loving it. So I feel like it's really important to, even if you're uncertain about certain things, just take a risk and do stuff ahead of time rather than waiting, because in the long run, you never really know what you're gonna end up doing. So I think it's really important to take risks.
Thank you for sharing that. How did you find out which classes to take for the colleges you were interested in?
I found out which classes to take by reaching out to both Cuesta and the different schools that I was interested in. I talked to a bunch of different advisors, both at Cuesta and at the different schools, to kind of gather a plan on the specific classes that I would have to take in order to transfer to that school successfully.
As an art major, were there any other things that colleges asked you for during the application process?
If you're going to transfer as an art major, it is super important to have a portfolio ready, because most colleges will ask for a portfolio. You can go on their websites and they'll usually tell you the specifications of your portfolio. And it's really important to look at those early on, because you don't want to be doing your portfolio last minute.
How did you learn about financial aid and scholarships?
I learned about financial aid and scholarships both through Cuesta and the other schools I was interested in. I did a bunch of research on websites, and I found that a lot of the scholarships kind of are geared toward the specific schools when you're a transfer student. I just applied for scholarships. I ended up receiving 1 so far, and I've applied to many more. And I am also on financial aid at Cuesta, and it has helped me a ton.
On to the next question. When you transfer, do you plan to live on campus? And how do you think you will try to meet other students?
When I transfer, I plan on moving in with other students. I think it's a really good way to put your foot in the door when you're meeting other people, especially if you're moving to somewhere you haven't really been before. And one way that you can meet students very easily is on Facebook groups. A lot of colleges will have certain student groups that just have a bunch of people who are looking for friends, who are new to the school, and who are just trying to meet new people.
What methods did you use to find out information about colleges you were interested in?
Some things that I did to find out more information about specific colleges was to go onto their Instagram and Facebook pages. There you can see a bunch of things that they do throughout, their school year, different activities and such. And another great thing that I did was sign up for newsletters, and you can receive those both in the mail and through email, and that has really helped me kind of get a sense and feel of the school and how involved they are with the students. And you can kind of see through how much they send each student and what kinds of things they send to the students, how involved the school is and how much they can kind of offer people.
Those are some great methods. Thank you for sharing those. And the last question that I have for you today. What has been the best part of going to Cuesta before deciding to transfer to another school?
The best part of going to Cuesta was being able to kind of find myself. When I first came to Cuesta, I was really unsure of what I wanted to do. I knew that I wanted to do something with art, but I just wasn't really sure. So taking a bunch of art classes here at Cuesta and meeting the professors and other students kind of helped me shape my path into where I want to go, and I'm super excited about my future.
Thank you, Savannah, for sharing your perspective and experience with us. I also want to congratulate you on your transfer admission. I wish you a wonderful finish to your last year at Cuesta and a smooth transfer transition. For any students watching that are interested in learning more about the transfer process, I want to invite you to check out the Cuesta College University Transfer Center website and come visit us in our Zoom lobby, or meet with a Cuesta College counselor. We are here to assist you in all areas of university transfer research and planning.